Physical intimacy with a dismissive avoidant is an experience that can leave someone feeling anxious, undesired, unattractive, and really just crush your self-esteem. When you're in a long-term relationship with a dismissive avoidant, physical intimacy generally becomes a really sore spot. Early on in the relationship, it can seem amazing. It can seem fiery and passionate, like they're all into it and all into you. But that's because there's no emotional intimacy yet. Dismissive avoidants have a core fear, a core wound around emotional intimacy, the emotional closeness. That's because they received consistent emotional neglect in childhood, and they personalize that neglect, growing up to feel a wound of shame, like they're defective and unlovable. And their subconscious brain, their emotional brain, associates emotional closeness, emotional intimacy with rejection and even abandonment. So when things get real, when things get close, they get a lot of anxiety because they fear their wound of shame is going to be exposed. They don't feel comfortable being vulnerable or intimate, not emotionally. So as the relationship gets more serious, they begin to get a lot of anxiety around physical intimacy and tend to withdraw. Suddenly they're not in the mood anymore. They have a headache, etc., etc. And it can be very confusing. Like, they were all into me. Suddenly they don't want me anymore. Am I not attractive? And due to that wound of shame, they don't like to self-reflect. So they will often blame their partner, maybe even telling you that you're not attractive enough, that you don't turn them on enough. And it can really cause so much pain, so much anxiety, and you can feel unloved and unwanted and unattractive. Now, when they do engage in physical intimacy, especially as the relationship advances, it's usually very awkward and robotic. Like they're just going through the motions, like they're just doing the act, like they're just going for the release. No eye contact, no passionate kissing, no cuddling afterwards. It is just getting the job done. And when it comes to male dismissive avoidance, they can often develop ED as a side effect from that anxiety. They can't even get turned on by their partner anymore because it gives them so much anxiety. Now they can get turned on by people they're not emotionally close to, but their high stakes partner, the one that has all the risk of getting vulnerable with, their primary partner, can give them enormous anxiety. When it comes to female dismissive avoidance, they can get similar type of issues when it comes to lubrication because of that anxiety that physical intimacy causes them. And it can be so incredibly awkward when they do engage in it because you can tell this person has so much anxiety. They're not really into it. It's just the act itself. But it's because of the closeness that forms. Now, many of them will seek to release that drive, that physical intimacy desire in other ways, like adult content online, because that involves no vulnerability, no intimacy. And it can really leave the partner feeling confused, hurt, and unattractive.